Hello. Hello. Welcome. And I am Gnomesy. I'm the lawn gnome. And today we're going to do a couple of visual novels because I'm not going to be here for Valentine's Day. And I figured I'd do like one day dedicated to visual novels. I have two here. And technically I have three. But I'm doing these two first because I don't know how long they're going to take. But I do have a third one. And the third one's going to be a lot longer. These are kind of short ones, but I used to have like a bigger list with my other Steam family plan, but since I switched over, I lost access to a lot of them, and I haven't bought anymore. So we're just going to do some of the free ones that are on my list, and next year we'll see if I can get some more. So I have a few other games on my list, but I just chose to wait until like a different time to read them. And plus, I'm kind of worried because this will be the first time that I just do a lot of reading on stream, and I always seem to have like a lot of issues like reading. So this is kind of going to be an experiment to see how well I do with the reading aspect. But we're going to go ahead and get into it because I know you're probably getting tired of hearing all this. There's extras. Ooh. Oh, there's different endings. I don't know if we'll be going through all the endings, but we will try and play a little bit. I know like literally nothing about this game and then the Life After Magic. This is my first time playing both of them. But here we go. Ah, it's almost done downloading. I watch the progress bar on my new phone impatiently until it reaches 100% and begins installing the game. Although the salesperson promised me it would work on this model, I still hold my breath in anticipation. So she's into hockey, it looks like. I'm going to just take a look around the room real quick. She studies, she has a laptop. I don't know what this is. Looks like one of those little sand jars, but I'm not sure. She likes cacti. This room doesn't really give us a lot of information to go on, honestly, about her. Once the shortcut is created, I tap the application icon repeatedly until the loading screen pops up and I squeal. It works! It really works! I'm glad. Even if I really didn't want to start off my summer mowing lawns for cash. Dragon Connections, aka Dorokone, is the latest augmented reality game. Oh. See, I've already messed it up. Dragon Connection, aka Dorokone, the latest augmented reality game, was officially released a few weeks ago. But to my despair, my cruddy old phone couldn't handle the awesomeness. It took a while, but I managed to scrape together enough money through chores and summer jobs to snag a shiny new phone. Until then, I could only watch, green with envy, while others walked around with their devices out. Now I can join the fun. Now this is a free game, I just want to mention. What year did this come out? 2018. So I'm guessing this is around the Pokemon craze. Pokemon Go. I hope I'm not too far behind. My best friend already stopped playing it. I wanted us to play together. Input username. My mind blanks out, and I quickly type in Doki Doki Dulce, an accurate description to how I'm feeling right now. A tutorial? I just want to play already. After skipping and jumping through settings, the world map, essentially our own world, opens up. Yeah, this is Pokemon Go. And I hum in delight. Placed a few feet in front of me, virtually, on the screen of course, is a dragon's egg. I watch the little egg hop around as cracks wriggle down the shell, and a light shines out. A cute white dragon appears before me, my starting dragon. Oh, how adorable! I shall name him Tiny. After christening my partner, I can finally start playing. I scan the map and notice quite a few points of interest around my area within walking distance. Oh, there's two different spots by the ice cream parlor. I can see why it's gotten busier there lately. I'll check it out. Okay, so we do have different songs. It looks like the songs are not very long though. Alright. Like, it's very cute. I'm looking at the different passion fruit as a topping. That's new. At least it's not in my area. I'm looking at all the different ones. I don't think Stracciatella is a common flavor around where I live. either, so there's like a few here that I wouldn't see at my place. I step aside to let a couple holding ice cream pass by before I enter the bright pink parlor, the latest scoop. It's normally a cheerful and welcoming looking place, although the person behind the counter doesn't match the ambiance. I try my best to make up for it though. Good afternoon! Welcome, what do you want? Oh, it's you, Dolce. His eyes narrow when he sees my phone out. You're one of them now. Them? A loiterer. People who come here without paying because they can collect dragons or battle or whatever. Like this one. Glenn grabs a broom and firmly marches to the wide window. He taps it with the handle, startling a girl who was standing by the entrance. She jumps back and scampers out of sight, clutching her phone for dear life. Oh, yeah, I just downloaded the game. I haven't visited any of the spots before, so I wanted to see how it worked. I'll allow it just this once, since you're a regular customer. So we really like ice cream, huh? Thank you. He sighs and retreats behind the counter while I focus on my phone. My avatar's range activates two icons nearby, causing them to flash and rotate. One looks like an eagle's nest, while the other is a cave, tinted red with a dragon poking out of the entrance. What are these? It looks like I could tap both. How convenient. I should have checked the manual. Oops, how do I access it again? Giving up, I tap the nest icon instead, causing it to zoom in. I see some eggs, and I realize what it means. Oh, this is how I collect items. I start swiping across the screen, but nothing happens. How am I supposed to get them? The shop door chimes, but I'm too busy trying to figure this out to look. That is until I hear someone shout. Hey, are you Ginger Angel? Huh? I look up and I see a tall girl staring me down, pointing an accusing finger at me. The goggles on her head make her stand out. She literally looks like a Pokemon trainer. You heard me. Are you Ginger Angel? This territory is mine. What are you talking about? And do I look like a ginger to you? I'm new to this whole Draco thing. I don't know anything about territories, honest. After a tap, I hastily show my phone, which now displays my Draco profile, including my username and starting date. You know, it'd be very funny if this was like, had nothing to do with the Draco game at all, and it was something completely different. She leans in, squinting dubiously before her eyes widen in surprise and embarrassment. Do people really take this game that seriously? Doki Doki Dolce, you just started playing today? Like, barely 10 minutes ago. I don't even know how to grab items yet. You didn't read the manual. No, I was so excited to play that I jumped right in. Explains your dorky username. You have to drag the eggs toward yourself. Swipe downwards. Oh, I see. Is this basically, like, there's 3 characters that you can meet at the beginning and join a team. Is this basically the blonde guy, like the Zapdos guy? Is this basically the waifu version of him? Listen, I haven't played Pokemon Go. So I don't know. But it feels like we're gonna have a blonde guy, a blue guy, and a red guy. Maybe? Maybe I'm wrong. Sorry, I had to stop, but maybe I'm wrong. With new eggs in my possession, I looked up at her, grinning. Making sure my mic is still working. Okay. I'm Dulce. If you haven't guessed by the username, thanks for helping me. She's taken aback by my gratitude and coughs awkwardly. The sound mixes with another chime from the parlor entrance. Of course. Welcome to Draco World, newbie. I'm Bryn. Do you come here often? Yep, most of these local territories are mine, actually. Well, I see a redhead, so there's the mole trace. Chest puffed up, she proudly shows me her phone, and I see a bunch of red colored spots. Curiously, I tap the closest to our... 1, 2, 3. I curiously tap the one closest to our location and see her avatar, Destined Bryn, and partner dragon standing victoriously, much like the player before me. However, there is one who keeps wrestling them away from me, and I want to find out who it is. That ginger angel you mentioned, right? I like how they're just like interacting in the background. Exactly. I will track this person down and prove who is the strongest trainer here. I think we already know who it is. Stubborn plebe is at it again. This person must be an extremely tough opponent. To defeat my dragons, I can't let my guard down. What does it mean when your territory is covered with a cloud of dust and fighting sound effects? Huh? Who is attacking me? We look around and we see a girl frantically yet delicately tapping at her phone as she waits for her ice cream order. Sensing our presence, she glances up curiously, but only after she's finished. Yes, are you in line? Oh no, we're looking for someone. Brent stares at her own phone again, then furiously points at her. It's you! You're a ginger angel. Moi? Indeed I am, Moltres. And you are? She looks at me, probably because we talked first. Dulce, I just started playing Draco today. Bryn, and don't forget it because we're rivals now. I challenge you to a one-on-one. The girl's elegant poise turns sharp as she narrows her eyes disdainfully, glossy lips pulled in a smirk at her self-proclaimed rival. Honoré. I guess that's how you say honoré? I accept your challenge. Usually I decline since I'm a very busy person. But I doubt it'll take long. Don't underestimate me. The two start tapping and swiping away at their phones, and I can only watch baffled. Glenn rolls her eyes as he sets the cup of ice cream on the counter. One wild elderberry with cream fresh ice cream. Please take it before it melts. Wait, how did you get this dragon? It's so rare. Why, thank you. I caught it while vacationing in France. With a few cries from Bryn, the battle is over in less than a minute. The victor apparent from their expressions. Honoré tenders politely behind her hand before turning around confidently. Thanks for the challenge. Bryn stares at her phone in bewilderment while the girl collects her ice cream. She takes a dainty spoonful and starts eating as she walks out of the parlor, leaving Bryn muttering to herself in disbelief. How? Her team is so powerful, and I had the element advantage over her. I'll have to train extra hard for the tournament. Tournament? Yeah, there's going to be a big update in a few weeks, allowing players to participate in tournament modes, and there will be one hosted in this very city. They have a date and time, but you can't sign up yet. I'll have to make sure I can fight against all the elements. Elements? Bryn groans impatiently, forgetting that she's dealing with a newbie. When you reach level 5, you can pick from one of 4 elements: earth, fire, wind, water. I'm guessing you're wind and she was fire? Maybe? Fire beats wind. Wind beats earth. Earth beats water. You get the picture. So you're a water type, maybe? Or maybe she's wind. I don't know. Oh, how exciting. Wait, does that mean I can't use dragons outside the element I picked? You can, but you obviously get a huge boost if you use dragons under your element. I'm fire because since it packs a punch. Okay, so she's a wind element. So, okay, I'm liking this because like I was expecting her to be like the wind or like electric type. Because blonde hair. So at least they are a little bit different here. Instead of just like hair matches typing. She checks her phone and grumbles. The dragon she has guarding the territory is way too strong. I'll have to train some more. Later, newbie. Remember, you can change your username exactly once. I think it's cute. Bryn briskly exits the parlor, full of gusto, leaving myself and Glenn. He sighs and begins wiping up the counter, grateful for peace and quiet again. I'll see you later. Come back only if you plan to buy something. Okay. Outside, I check my phone. Oh, there's some dragons nearby. I only have a few nets in my beginner's inventory set, but maybe I could try capturing some. It's then I notice a figure lurking around the corner. That girl is back. Water type. I'm going to take a guess. Water type. She edges a little closer to the window, but far enough to avoid Glenn's line of vision. Satisfied, she pulls out her phone and starts tapping away, leaning against the building. Playing Draco 2? She fumbles with her phone, but manages to catch it before it falls onto the pavement. I'm sorry. I was excited to see a fellow player. I'm Dolce. Ryan. Have you been playing the game for long? She pushes up her glasses to mask her nervousness. Yes, I've been playing it since it was released. Wow, I just started today, so I'm new to this. I only have one dragon. I pulled out my phone and show her my single partner. Raven smiles. Oh, it's Raven? Wasn't it with a Y before? Her eyes lighting up in recognition. Yeah, it is Rayan. Okay. I wasn't confused. Tiny, huh? He's an adorable mist dragon. A mist dragon? They can turn into mist and hide from their enemies. Oh, of course, we're the airhead, so we get the wind dragon. Okay. They're not strong fighters, so they prefer sneaking up on their prey or hiding from enemies. Due to their nature, they usually live in cold places like... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ramble. It's alright, you're so knowledgeable. It's amazing. Really? She fidgets, unsure of how to take a compliment. I have a feeling she doesn't get them often. See, I've been playing the original Ishtara series since they released their first game back in... You say you're a new player? Oh, she's got a hyperfixation. Yes, any tips? Well, if you want to gain experience quickly, I recommend visiting the plaza downtown. There's a lot of visit points there. These nests, right? Right! Nests are where you can collect items and dragon eggs. All the caves are territories since they resemble a dragon's lair. Nests refresh every 15 minutes, so it's great if you're stopping somewhere to eat or study. The plaza has a bunch. The game used to allow you to catch dragons in a vehicle going up to 80 kilometers per hour, but with the newest update you can't catch dragons unless you're going under 30. It's to encourage walking and biking. She appears a little miffed at that last note, but I nod encouragingly. Oh, when you reach level 5, don't forget to pick your element so you can unlock battling, if you're into that sort of thing. I picked water to match my starting dragon. I told you she was water. So that means fire, like redhead is probably earth, right? So we got a fire type, we got water here, our character's probably wind. That means the other one's earth, right? Thanks for the info. No problem. She looks shyly at her phone, like it's a shield between her and me. I should ease off slowly. I hope to see you around. Me? Yeah, maybe we can... A looming shadow startles us and we both jump. Glenn is staring daggers at us, mere inches from the window. He yells something, but it's muffled behind the glass. It's obvious he's obsessed. He's upset, not obsessed. Upset. We're practically camping by the outdoor tables. That's my cue. Later, Rayan. She quickly retreats, but still manages to wave back at me. Bye. I think I'll head home for now, after I walk around the block. Wow, what a day. I got to meet a bunch of new people, all thanks to this game. I grin and check my phone. I've walked enough that one of my eggs is close to hatching, and I was able to collect a few more items for tomorrow. It looks like I can't participate in a battle for a territory until I'm level 5 and declare an element. I wonder how long it'll take to get there. Let's get this summer started. Alright. Where should I go today? Maybe I'll meet one of those trainers again. Since I definitely will be dragon hunting with my friend today. Oh, maybe the friend is the heir? Last night, I sent screenshots on my latest dragon... No, wait. That one girl has to be wind, right? Because... Bryn said she was a fire type, and fire beats wind. So the other one is a wind type. Does that mean we're Earth? I don't know. Last night I sent screenshots of my latest dragon captures to him, but all I got back was a whoa, followed by a W. I have a feeling he wasn't wowed in the least. I offered an invitation to hang out today. He's read it, but he hasn't replied. Oh well, I'll have fun without him. I hope he doesn't spend the whole summer moping away. Where should I go? Okay, we have the option to pick now. I'm going to get a drink because I've read for like 20 minutes now. I'm going to be honest with you, Bryn is the one that I'm the least interested in. Like, I really like Rayan, but I'm also kind of curious about her, so I think I'm going to do her first. But I think I might be more interested in this one. Oh, it looks like these two are together. I think I'll treat myself to an ice cream. That way I can sit down and collect items too. I open the door, preparing to give Glenn a cheerful hello. Good. Ugh. Bryn shoots straight up from her table, nearly knocking the chair back in the process. Across from her sits Honore, holding her phone and laughing politely behind her free hand. Good day. Please refrain from screaming in the parlor. It's disrupting my thoughts of despair. I watch Bryn groan and stare at her phone in shock before slumping back down, utterly defeated. She buries her head into her hands while leaning over the table. Glenn isn't the only one in despair. Honore sits back, not fazed in the least, and resumes eating pink ice cream from a cup. I don't know why, but I was thinking Honore was the name of her dragon. Glenn watches me judgmentally, as if daring me to sit down without ice cream. I walk up and order my favorite, mint chocolate chip. Disgusting. Anyway, while I wait for my order, Brenda recovers from her funk and starts interrogating Honore. I don't get it. Where are you getting these rare dragons? Secret farming location? My dad travels for business, and I get to accompany him around the world. Lucky. I've never even left the country. Bored now? Since I'm so nice, I'll drop some bait. Maybe you can catch something stronger this time. She sticks out her tongue. Curious, I take out my phone to see what she means. Unsurprisingly, the territory is still claimed by Ginger Angel. The nest point next to the parlor lights up with a floating meat icon hovering above it. And dragons start appearing everywhere. Oh wow, now I can catch even more. I pay for my ice cream and Glenn hands me my cone, determined to fade back into the background after. I hear someone slam their hands onto the table. It's Bryn. You've got a bunch of rare items too? How are you doing it? I have to maintain multiple territories just to scrape together enough scales for items like these. It takes days. Honore pauses as she delicately slides the spoon out of her dainty mouth and looks at Bryn matter-of-factly. I purchased them, of course. Okay, well, I suddenly don't like her. There's nothing honorable about just buying your way through everything. Bryn, I agree with you. Suddenly I agree with Bryn. Anyway, it's all about the hard work and effort and watching it pay off. It's very satisfying. Honore scoffs and sets her empty cup down, pointing her spoon at Bryn. Why should I invest hours of my busy schedule to scrape for scales like a peasant? I don't want to, and I shouldn't need to if there's an easy alternative. I guess spending a lot of money is the easier method for some people. The freeway works for you, though, since you obviously have too much free time on your hands. I'm right, and I know it. Uh-oh, I'm gonna be dragged into this, aren't I? I focus on eating my sweet ice cream, pretending to be preoccupied. Dolce, you heard us, right? Huh? I freeze knowing it's impossible for me to like him instantly. A little. What's better, playing Draco the proper way or buying everything? That wording is only slightly biased. I have a feeling they'll only be satisfied if I pick a side. No offense sitting aloud. I'll contemplate swallowing my ice cream. The best way is... Listen, a little cash spending is alright, but I feel like Honore is not doing a little cash spending here. Like, the way it sounds is that, like, Honore is a whale. So we're going to play the game. The best way is to actually play the game. You get to walk around a lot. You also value your items more, and you have to strategize when to use them, since it's limited. It's like spending hours grinding in an MMO for that sweet, sweet level up. Bryn pumps a fist, striking a heroic pose. That's exactly it. Although I have no idea what you mean by grinding in an MMO, but it sounds like satisfying hard work. Honore and I exchanged a surprised glance. Are you not familiar with video games? Not really. I sometimes play with my younger brother. I downloaded this one because it looks really cool. Filthy casual. You're literally a whale. You can't say anything. Hey, I might not be familiar with video games in general, but I know everything about Draco thanks to my hard work and actually playing it. Instead of throwing around money and getting everything handed to you. Well, like you, I don't have time to go in-depth with Draco, so you shouldn't judge how I play. I have classes, family, and actual social life. Plus, I'm supporting developers by paying so they can continue to update and keep your precious game running. Honore's phone vibrates and she swipes the screen to read it. Speaking of my busy life, she stands up and drops the empty cup into the trash. I have to go. I need to talk to my father about an upcoming trip to Canada. Excuse me. Chime signals Honore's departure. Bryn crosses her arms, tilting her head in confusion. Canada? Why would anyone want to go there? Wow, that's... I can't say anything. I'm in America right now. I live in America. I can't say anything. I guess her constant traveling isn't always a perk. What's wrong with Canada? What's wrong with Canada? Okay, I already said that. She even left before her bait was used up. We check our phones. There's still 20 minutes of the Dragon Collectathon. There's even a group of players loitering outside the window, drawn to the meat, just like the monsters. Much to Glenn's dismay. I guess it doesn't matter, since she could just buy more. Alright, I'm going to turn her mercy bait into a chance to defeat her. She sits down at the table and eagerly starts tapping away at her phone. Since my own collection is pitiful, I might as well take this opportunity too. I mean, to be fair, since she gave it away for free, she's giving people an opportunity to get things that they wouldn't normally be able to get. So, like people like her are kind of useful for, like, games like this. Like, there's a difference, I think, between, like, people who are just buying everything to get, like, the fastest level ups and stuff like that, and then people who were like, oh, there's a large group of people here. Here, let me buy something that will help out everybody. Or like the occasional cosmetic or something like that. But if you're like one of those impulsive buyers, listen, I'm saying this as somebody who was an impulsive buyer and still struggles with impulsive buying. like that's kind of why I'm on Bryn's side more. I don't know if I read that part or not, but yes, I got a bunch of new dragons and eggs. Where should I go next? You know what? We'll just stay here. I wish I kind of went with Rayan first if I knew this was going to happen. I already missed that bait Honore dropped. I'm barely catching anything now. I watch Bryn staring at her phone like she's willing it to explode. She keeps tapping away before letting out a frustrated groan. I should probably order another ice cream before Glenn starts giving me his death scare. Curse you, Honore. I'll claim back this territory yet. Once I revive all my dragons you KO'd. Give me a second. I need another drink. I'm going to be getting a lot of sips here. I read this could be like a 2-hour game, but I don't know if this means like with all the different options or if it's just like a single playthrough. I don't need to check my phone to know that Ginger Angel has claimed most of the territories in this area again. Her name has quickly become a familiar sight whenever I play. The door chimes and I automatically turn around. However, the door shuts just as quickly with no one in sight. Huh, maybe it was the wind? Does Honore have stronger dragons than you? She does. She's also 5 levels above me, so she can level up her dragons that high too. I swear, she only puts wind dragons in this territory to mock me, since I have the elemental advantage and I still can't beat her. The chime goes off again. I look curiously at the door. Oh, Rayan! Hi! Rayan freezes mid-tiptoe. Oops, maybe I wasn't supposed to notice. Hi. I like the like the trim. I think Dolce also has it like around her shoulders and stuff, but like the little lace trims and stuff like that. Like that's very cute. Bryn's eyes start between me and Ryan. Someone you know? We met the day I downloaded Draco. She even gave me playing tips. It was nothing. Are you ordering ice cream? If I can order here, I can stay and Glenn won't get the broom out. Oh gosh though, what if he does something creepy like hit on me? Why are you worried about him hitting on you? Are you just afraid of boys or... I can't imagine that. Bree leans back in her chair and roars with laughter, slapping her kneecap. You don't have to worry about that. He's not into girls. Oh, he's gay. Never mind. I see. How do you know that? Bryn boldly jerks a thumb towards him. We're cousins. Oh! Don't remind me. I don't see the resemblance at all. Oh, I see. The resemblance is uncanny. Where do you see it? What are you seeing? Yeah, I'm the same. I'm not going to ask how either of you reached your conclusion. But that gives me some confidence now. Okay, I can do this. She takes a deep breath, and another, and one more. And after her final exhale, she presses her hands together and walks up to the colorful display of frozen treats. Glenn stands there like a very angry statue, not being encouraging in the least. If you want, I can order first. Oh, I don't want you to order for me. No. I mean, I was going to order ice cream too. Maybe if you watch me, you can see how it's done. Sure. Didn't we already just eat some mint chocolate chip? Relieved, she steps back, allowing me to stand in front of the counter. I smile at Glenn, who only looks at me with indifference. I really don't like the idea of being used as an example of basic social interaction. Don't worry, Glenn. Just act natural. Why are you telling me that? Just give me your order. Mint chocolate chip in a cone, please. 1 scoop. Right. See, Ryan. Pretty easy peasy. Next, what would you like? I need a moment. Suit yourself. Don't take too long or the flavor will be a broom to the head. Beep! I don't even know what I should order. My mind blanks out when I see the selection. Bryn barely glances from her phone, but still speaks up loudly from her table. Why don't you try writing it down? That's a good idea. Ryan takes out her phone and starts tapping away while I pay for my ice cream. When she's done, she marches back up to the counter, staring bravely at Glenn. He rolls his eyes. I'll have 1 scoop of vanilla in a cup, please. She sounds like an amateur actress reciting lines, but Glenn grunts out an affirmative before filling out the order. Ryan watches Glenn work, like he's doing something magical under a spell she cast. I did it! Way to go, that wasn't so bad, was it? Oh, she's so cute. Bryn is still occupied, but manages to chime in too. Congrats. Yeah, this is so embarrassing, but I can't avoid doing things like this forever. You still need to pay for it. He dangles the payment machine and Ryan glass before sheepishly pulling out a wallet from her purse. I'm sorry. I'm guessing everybody here is around the same age. Like, she's very short compared to Bryn. But I guess Honore is somewhere in the middle here in height. Soon Ryan and I are sitting at Bryn's table eating ice cream. Bryn isn't having anything, but now I know why Glenn seems to tolerate her presence, despite not paying. You're a fellow Draco player, right? Can I see your dragons? Of course, here. Mother of Dragons? I've never seen this username before. Wow, you have so many dragons. This collection is awesome. Her expression grows more disappointed as she browses on Radiant's phone. They're all weak. I don't battle for territories or anything. I mostly focus on raising baby dragons. Stats don't matter to me. What? Really? But battling is the core part of the game. And to play this game to its fullest potential, you need the strongest dragons possible. I find battling is optional. There's a lot of features related to looking for dragons and raising them, so I do that instead. There's no right or wrong way to play Draco. I guess so, but the thrill of battling and winning is obviously the best part. Dolce, what's your playstyle? Again, is Brent trying to weed out the weak players? I mean, technically I like battling, but I don't really... See, I was going to go for Rayan. I like both. Like the whole... for me, I feel like it's a mix. I'm going to say bonding. I really like the bonding part. Tiny's been my partner since the beginning, and I'm really attached to him. I love how they warm up to you the more they play together. Look, Tiny's now sleeping at my avatar's feet. He's so cute. How adorable. I have a lot of good memories with my partners, too. I tend to get attached. I remember I had a portable game about raising puppies, but then someone stole the cartridge at school. My mom bought another copy, but I was completely devastated. They weren't the puppies I raised. It just wasn't the same. God, she's so cute. I hope whoever borrowed my game took good care of them and didn't save over them. Oh, since I'm eating, I should feed my dragons too. They may not need it, but I love their happy animations. I forgot Draco had a pet mode feature. Bryn watches Rayan, who is lost in her little world, before turning to me. She ruffles her ponytail in bafflement. I don't get it. It's all just data. Code doesn't have feelings. Maybe, but the feelings we develop are real to us anyway. Bryn shrugs and returns to her phone. Whatever floats their boats. Either way, stats and battling are a huge part of the game, especially since there'll be tournaments devoted to it. She stands and points dramatically, getting all fired up. And now I plan to dominate all of the over 18 brackets too. You're not 18? I turned 18 last week, just in time for the summer tournament. Wow, I assumed you were older than me. Wait, what do you mean? You're over 18? I assumed you were all high schoolers. How old are you? I turned 18 last year. No way! I never would have guessed. Shoot, look at the time. I should finish my ice cream and head home. I assumed she was like 17 or 16. I assumed all of these were like high school kids. But I guess technically they could be high schoolers, just now finishing, like, their last semester. Phew. Time to look over all my dragon collecting results. I collapse on the bed and roll over, unlocking my phone. I feel like I'm really getting the hang of the game. Oh, there's an update. I tap on the cutesy bulletin board and read what's on it. An apology for an accidental release of rare dragons, and apparently some people caught some dragons that aren't supposed to be in their region. Uh-oh, Honore. I guess running an alternate reality game isn't easy. Oh, at least they fixed the hatching distances. I did suspect 20 miles was a little too much for the average player. I noticed something under my avatar and gasped in excitement. Wait, I'm almost level 5. I'll probably reach it tomorrow. I'll have to consider what element I want to be. If I recall, Brent is fire, Honore is wind, Rayan is water, and there's earth left. Which one? I feel like it's a decision I can't take lightly. I'll figure it out tomorrow. Alright, let's do this. I'm pumped. Let's hit that level 5 and then celebrate with ice cream. Yeah! But where should I go? Let's see. The plaza has tons of visit points, so it should be a popular spot. There's the hills outside of the city, but I've never tried playing Draco there, so I don't know what I'll find. I could always walk down my street, too. Well, I think I'm going to go strictly for Rayan now. So we'll do City Plaza. I am going to get another sip. I think that might be the best option. It's just every time I get a choice. To get a sip. Wow, I never thought the plaza would be busy at this time. It's changed since Dorokone. Is it Dorokone or Dorokone? I don't know. I only see such hustle and bustle on the weekends or holidays. Nest and territory points are heavily concentrated here, completely covering the map. Some of the nests have bait added, even this early in the morning. Honoré must have been here recently. Most of the territories are under her name. There are multiple people walking around with their phones out, making the downward swipe motions, a familiar gesture to anyone playing Draco. I spot someone with pink streaks standing out from the crowd, and I perk up when I realize it's Rayan. I didn't think I'd find Rayan here. I cut my mouth and try to holler over the crowd. Rayan! Yoo-hoo! She doesn't look like she's ready. I don't... I'm giving myself a second. This is why I kind of wanted to do this day, because I do struggle with reading sometimes. She doesn't look like she's registered my voice. Instead, she's pivoting frantically, as if trying to find an escape route. Is she okay? I wonder if she's lost. I weave my way through the crowd, careful of the players whose eyes are glued to their phones. Rayan, over here! We finally make eye contact, but she still seems out of it. Rayan, are you okay? She shakes her head, hugging her arms close to her body as she takes shallow breaths. I can't describe it, but it looks like she's on the verge of shutting down completely. Is it because of all the people around her? Unsure what to do, I extend an arm and gingerly take her hand in mine. She flinches but doesn't pull away. Hey, it'll be okay. Let's get you out of here. Follow me. She meekly complies, and I lead her away from the crowded areas. Standing on my tiptoes, I notice there's not many people by the fountain and take her there. Once we reach the edge, Rayan flops down, exhaling loudly, with her hands buried in her lap. The calming sound of falling water and cooler air seems to help her calm down, and I take this opportunity to buy drinks from a local food stand. I sit beside her and offer her both bottled beverages, one green tea and one black tea. She takes the former and starts uncapping it absent-mindedly, so she likes green tea. After she takes a big swig, she lets out a satisfied sigh. Thank you. I was this close to an anxiety attack. It's okay. The plaza is usually not this crowded at this time of day. Yeah, that's why I came here. I was shocked by how busy it was. I can't stand crowds. Yourself? Me? I love them. I love the energy, especially if it's at a concert or something. Then I can shout at the top of my lungs like, yeah, Freebird! Rayan smiles softly behind her drink. That makes sense. You weren't faced at all. You dove right in to save me. I feel pathetic. I thought I could get used to places like this before I started university, but I wonder how I'll handle a busy campus. It can get crowded in the morning, but it's much quieter if you take evening courses. Oh, true. That's something I can think about. I also worry whether I'll fit in. Well... Well... I don't know which one's better for her. I mean, I think both of these are kind of good options. Like a hobby club would be something that she can hyperfixate in, because she really seems to be the type to hyperfixate. But it would mean like meeting new people. Classmates are people that she's going to be forced to work with, but she's probably going to be more focused on studying. Maybe hobby clubs? What about joining a club? In university, everyone is pretty open and chill about their hobbies. There's something for everyone. Really? Then is there one for video games? I search my memory and nod. Yeah, I see their flyers all the time, hosting tournaments or setting up a gaming room. Are you in any clubs? I'm on the field hockey team. Oh, okay, so she's a university student already. Okay. We're all pretty close, and we like going out for karaoke and drinks after practice. That sounds fun. Anyway, even if we aren't in the same classes, we can hang out and stuff. Me? You don't mind someone like me? Why would I? I mean, we've only met once before, but I like being around you. You seem nice. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Mommy, there's a dragon nearby, but I can't find it. Is that so? What am I looking at here, sweetie? Is this a map? Yeah, if I don't find it quick, it'll get away. It's super rare. Rare? I need this. I pull out my phone, determined to find this dragon the kid mentioned. Rayan also checks her device, then strolls over to the parent and child. Much to my surprise, I watch curiously. You're talking about the ice dragon, right? It's this way. They walk closer to the playground, near one of the nests. It showed up! Yay! Thank you. I find this game rather confusing. Could you show me how to download it so I can play it with my son? Rayan's eyes light up as she excitedly points at the phone and walks the mom through the steps. She taps the mother's phone a few times as she demonstrates something. Thank you. Lucas, thank the nice lady. Thank you. My new dragon is the coolest, so she's not anxious around kids. She's anxious around adults. She has no problem with kids. Ice dragons are cool. She pauses, realizing the pun, and the kid laughs. The mom chuckles and Rayan waves the family goodbye. I approach her, completely impressed by how much confidence she just showed. She even forgot about the groups of people strolling by. That was really nice of you. Well, I love the game, and it makes me happy when I can help people out. Did you catch it yet? Not yet. It broke through so many nets. Get it in the net already. Yes, I caught it! I watch as the ice dragon is registered while the experience points are tallied up. My screen flashes indicating that I reached another level. Oh, I did it! I'm level 5! Wow, congratulations! You can now pick an element. Do I have to do it now? No, you have to tap the element coin next to your avatar. But until you do that, you can't participate in battles. I wonder which element I should pick. Why don't we celebrate first? Let's get ice cream. Do you feel confident ordering now? A little, thanks to everyone's help. We're here bickering before we even enter the latest scoop. Rayan hides behind me while I watch Bryn and Honore rapidly tap and swipe away at their screens, cheering like they were at a horse race. They stop tapping once the battle is over. Bryn looks like she's ready to collapse to her knees. Honore gloats graciously from behind her phone. It looks like I'm the victor. No, I demand a rematch. Haven't you had enough for one day? Never. I don't get it. Why is this so hard? You either win or you get yourself an inspirational underdog story, but neither is happening. She adjusts her eye gear. Do I need better goggles? I'll never be a winner at this rate. I see the shop is still as lively as ever. For better or worse. Everyone, can I please have your attention? I tap on my avatar and then hold up my phone. Everyone comes a little closer, forming a semicircle around the screen. I reached level 5. Now I can battle like the rest of you. Oh cool, we're rivals from now on. Please be a fair one. Does it usually take that long? Well, I commend you. Of course, you still need to pick an element to start battling. Oh right, I almost forgot. I mean, I could wait, but I really want to jump in and try out the battle features. I stare at the screen again, focusing on the colorless coin by my avatar. My finger wavers over it while I decide. I will pick... Oh, I get to choose? Well, I'm saying... So I guess Earth is if I want to try out everybody, right? If I want to be like everybody or nobody at all? Is there like a friend option, I guess, maybe? Where you don't like hook up with anybody? I guess that's an option. But I'm already like stuck with like Rayan at this point. I think I'll go with water. It seems like a cool element. Oh no, I'm weak against it. That means we're officially rivals. Stop pushing roles on people. What if you're the rival that's meant to be beaten? What? No, I'm the hero. See the goggles? While the two bicker, Rayan approaches me quietly. I'm so happy we're both water. Water isn't a powerhouse, but they have a lot of passive bonuses and healing. Now that's settled, I'm going to celebrate with ice cream. Glenn, I reached level 5. As long as it unlocks the Be Quiet in the Parlor achievement, I don't care. What would you like? The usual, which is... Come on, you should know by now. I squeal when I watch him take a scoop of my favorite ice cream. Glenn sees my stupidly wide grin and his frown increases. This is just muscle memory. Don't look too much into it. I take out my wallet, remembering the total by heart. However, if you want, I can pay for it. You sure? Yes, this is your own celebration. Oh, thank you. You're the best. I wish people would pay me for getting levels in a Pokemon Go-like game. Oh, you reached the right level. Let me pay for your food. Anyway. Soon the four of us are sitting down at the table, digging into our own desserts. I nibbled on my mint chocolate chip, while Britt is satisfied with the classic double scoop chocolate. Rayan has one scoop of vanilla in a cup, while Honoré has a very deep red-pink ice cream that's definitely not strawberry. I think the best one is either... Honestly, Rayan has the best choice of ice cream. I do love me some chocolate, too, so Britt has also got a good choice, but, like, just a classic vanilla is good. I would have said Honoré if she picked strawberry, but she has something... Maybe passion fruit? Or like the stracciatella or whatever. Like the fancy. Oh, we're gonna find out. Honoré, what are you eating? The latest flavor. Raspberry Zinfandel sorbet. Ooh, it's raspberry though? Okay, mate. She's got... Listen, all three girls have good taste. In ice cream. That sounds so good. Zinfa what? The only one that doesn't have good taste is, like, Dolce. I'm sorry. I don't like mint. I don't like mint. Something that mature adults enjoy. You know, sorbet technically isn't healthier than ice cream, right? It's high in sugar. Shush. Let me pretend I'm making health-conscious choices. Dolce, I can't tell. Are they fighting or befriending each other? Both. It's definitely both. Enemies to lovers. Anyway. Still, I'm having a blast sharing desserts with everyone. Who knew downloading a mobile game would lead me to hanging out with total strangers like this? We even exchanged phone numbers. I look at my growing contact list and smile. Hopefully we text plans for hangouts at Draco Walks now. Brent finishes her ice cream first, practically inhaling it. She jumps up and energized by the sugar rush and... I'm recharged. Time to hit the... brain freeze! She clutches her head, hissing through her teeth. Honoré sighs in disapproval. So reckless. You have to eat slowly and carefully. She shuts her eyes and purses her lips like she's savoring the taste, but upon a closer look, it's obvious she's also in pain. Haha. Later, I'm gonna claim some territories. Have fun. I'll just take them back later. I'm gonna guard them until I get my scale bonus. She hurries off, and I cram the last piece of cone in my mouth. Meanwhile, Honoré and Rayan have surprisingly struck up a conversation. It warms my heart. Rayan does seem to struggle when it comes to interacting with others, but she's more at ease when it's about Draco. Honoré isn't the most approachable person, so it's pleasant to see her having a conversation with someone that doesn't involve shouting and battles. Now that I finished my ice cream, where should I go? Okay, I'm going to take a break here. And I'm going to do some stretches and stuff, because I know it's going to be a long conversation in between. And it's about 11, so I'm going to break here. And I will be right back, okay? I'll be right back. Hello, we are back. So we're gonna do the latest scoop again, because I think I'm just gonna stick with Rayan. I don't know how long this game is. It said about 2 hours, so we're probably about halfway already. I decided to stick around and join in the conversation. Rayan and Honore trade phones to inspect each other's dragon collection. Oh my gosh, you almost have all the dragons they released from the first generation. Yes, I have built up quite the collection. Hi, you've got the ultra rare forest dragon. I love its design. I mean, they changed it from the third game after... anyway, that was amazing. Wait. She squints at something and tilts her head quizzically. How did you obtain this dragon? It's not found here in South America, but in Africa. Oh, so we're in South America. Okay. So this is a South American game. I was trying to figure out where they were selling passion fruit. I just assumed it was like maybe like on like the East Coast or something like that. Honore freezes before forcing a smile. Oh, I caught it on my way to Paris. We had a layover flight in Africa. Wow, did you go recently? Something like that. I'm so busy, time just blurs for me. Oh. You hacked it. Okay, I understand now. You hacked it. Something like that. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. I feel like we're calling her out for that one. Oh yeah, they talked about the glitches. So she's suggesting glitches for this. And you know what? Let's talk about region-specific dragons. I feel like Rayon would like that one. Wait, there's dragons you can only catch at certain locations? Yes, to add variety to the gameplay. Of course, only people who can afford to travel could take advantage of it. The both of us look at Honore, who laughs nervously. Yes, I travel a lot. Oh, then I won't be able to complete my collection. I wonder if there's a way to catch these region-locked dragons without traveling. I hear they might release the region-locked dragons in egg form for everyone, though the probability of hatching one will be extremely low. It probably won't happen anytime soon, but it'd be nice for people who are more limited. Right now, there's one method, but it's rather shady. What is it? I'm curious myself. I've never heard of such a thing. You don't say. You don't say. See, you can locate dragons with a third-party scanner that uses the game's server to reveal spawning points. Then you download an app that tricks your GPS, so you can technically catch any dragon you want once you know its location. You can also take over territories this way, without ever having to leave your house. Oh, I understand now. Okay, suddenly she went from my least favorite to now suddenly my favorite. If I was playing this game again, I would probably switch to Honore. Wow, that sounds convenient. While it's easy to install, it's a very risky procedure, and it can even brick your phone. Even then, you risk being banned by the developers permanently. Yikes, I wouldn't want to risk my new phone for that. I glanced at my device, remembering all the lawns I had to mow for it. I couldn't afford another one anytime soon. Yeah, and the company has been cracking down on the cheaters heavily lately. Some innocent people even got their accounts suspended while traveling. Uh-oh. Oh, but you have nothing to worry about, Honore. They thoroughly inspect every account before they bring down the ban hammer, so your account isn't in jeopardy. Because I'll be traveling soon. The phone in Raya's hand vibrates, and she returns it to Honore's apologetically. Sorry, I almost forgot I still had your phone. I had to stop for a minute and cough a little bit. That's fine. It's just a text saying I'll be picked up soon. I'll be going now. Take care. Bye, Honore. I should be going as well. I'm going to get another sip. Just another sip. There we go. Same. I'll see you around, Rayan. Good riddance. Oh, 4. Hey, you can't sit outside if you're not buying anything. After dinner, I trip upstairs and plop into my soft bed. I check for any updates and also for nearby dragons. When I'm lucky, sometimes they pop up in my bedroom. Whoa, this is a huge update. I impatiently pace around while it takes a few minutes for my phone to install it. I eagerly check it, and there's a ton of new updates and release notes at the top. Okay, so they fixed the glitch dragons and a new battle mode? Oh, they updated information about tournaments. Sign-ups are officially open now. This is so cool. I read the details. Our local tournament will be hosted at the plaza, the heart of our city, with 2 divisions, single and double combat. Trainers can enter both as long as they qualify under the rules. Like Pokemon, double combat. Tag team battles, interesting. My phone chimes and I check my messages. Did you see the new art for the Wind Dragons? So cute! I write up a quick message and send it to Bryn, Honore, and Rayan. Tournaments! Let's hang out at Latest Scoop tomorrow and talk about entering. Also, that Wind Dragon art in the update was cute too. Oh man, I hope I can sleep tonight. It literally is just like shortest to tallest, tallest to shortest, ain't it? Yeah, a tournament. I can't wait. Bryn leaps out of her chair, flexing her bicep like a fighter. Honore rolls her eyes while Rayan shrinks down into her seat, reading over the rules and guidelines on her phone. This is so cool. Why did they wait 10 days before the tournament to open applications? To keep the window short. It is the game's first round of tournaments, so they probably want to keep it manageable. There's a limited number of slots for participation, so if you're thinking of applying, you better be fast. That makes sense. Or maybe it's just poor planning. Wow, the first prize for both single and double combat is 1 million pesos. 1 million! I could buy 7 professional field hockey sticks with that. Just 7? Okay. That's all? Doesn't seem worth it. I'm so pumped up! And oh my god, the prize also includes a full set of exclusive dragon figurines that you can't buy anywhere else. What? Gimme. Is there a picture of them? Look, look! Honore and I practically sandwich Rayan as we try to view their tiny phone screen. They're adorable! Those sculptures are such good quality. This set is based on the Elemental Saga series. I loved it because it took a darker direction from the previous installments. I must have the set. No, I will claim the set. It will be mine. I will finally be the best! Stop shouting. You're scaring off more customers than I do. The gameplay was vastly improved when it added the ability to craft items and romance your party members. These will be perfect in my figurine room. I must order another shelf. Everyone's so excited, I don't even know who to follow. After several laps around the room, Bryn finally rejoins us at the table, breathless from the excitement. She slaps a hand down, drawing our attention. I'll be joining singles. Doubles will just slow me down. Singles won't even be a challenge for me. I'll win for sure, if you don't get caught for cheating. I'd love to have that set, but I don't know if I can handle a tournament. I've never been in one before. Me neither. Same, I've been in a bunch of football competitions, but nothing like this. Dolce, will you be participating? I wonder. I look at my low-level profile and still meager dragon collection. Could I be ready in time? Well, I have 10 days to prepare, so... Besides, the worst that could happen is that I lose. Even so, I'd be surrounded by friends and tons of Draco fans, which would be a great experience on its own. I'll definitely be joining. I'm going to participate in the... We could do doubles with Rayan, couldn't we? Work together? Because it's going to ask us if we want to join with somebody, right? Maybe? I want to join double combat. Really? Do you have a partner in mind? Rayan. Rayan, I want to participate in double combat together. What? She looks around, wondering if I'm addressing someone else before pointing to herself. Wait, this Rayan? Yes, that Rayan. Oh, you're sure? I'm not really into competitive stuff or winning. I understand, but you know everything there is to know about Draco. Your knowledge on lore, the dragons, the mechanics, it'll come in handy. Think so? Yeah, just leave the hard-hitting stuff to me and we can do this together. And I bet it'll be more comfortable if you're battling along with someone in your first tournament. She gazes at her phone, then nods, convinced. Okay, I wouldn't mind a shot at those figurines, even if it's just a tiny chance. Yay, we're a team now. Why do you keep giving that weird face? Best of luck. You both are going to need it. You know what they say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game. Exactly, winning isn't everything, or something. Those smiles are so strained, it looks physically painful. Don't hurt yourselves. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Alright, I'm off. I need to start training now if I want to win. I'll enjoy crushing you later. Ugh. Once the other two leave, I sit down with my new partner, eager to discuss strategies and all that fun stuff teams do. Rayan fidgets in her chair, still recovering from the prospect of the new partnership. Finally, she looks at me, hands clasped together. I'm really happy. I mean, I never dreamed someone would want to team up with me. Well, outside of school projects. I'm really happy. I mean, I never dreamed... Oh, okay. I always end up doing those alone anyway. I think it'll be fun. Sometimes it, like, doubles the text, and it's hard for me to tell. Exactly. It's all about the experience and spending time with fellow players. Although winning would be nice, it'd be awesome to get the prize money and figurines. Let's do our best. Right, I'll try hard too. We should start by capturing some stronger dragons first, then we can see what we can do from there. As much as I don't want to admit it, we're both at a disadvantage. In hindsight, picking water wasn't a smart move either. Let's figure out a way to cover our weaknesses. Sounds like a plan. She smiles, though she seems uncertain about the whole thing. I reach across the table, clasping my hands on hers. Don't worry, let's win together. Oh, right. She nods and gives a sincere smile. Sweet, I'll text you later then. I'm going to capture some dragons. Bye, and good luck. Once I get home, I submit the double combat application. I also send a quick text to my partner to coordinate possible plans. Sure, meet you at the usual place tomorrow. Sounds like a plan. I clench my phone, determined. Let's do this. I'm gonna rest my voice. I'm just gonna get a sip. I'm not even gonna, like, mute myself. I'll have a scoop of cucumber mint sorbet in a cup, please. Cucumber mint sorbet. Huh. Wow, look who finally ordered something different. I'm sorry, I hope I didn't trip you up. Whatever, it's more than can be said of some people. I feel Glenn's listless eyes on me, and I stuff my mint chocolate chip scoop into my mouth, mumbling, "It's my fave!" Rayan pays and accepts her treat in awe, like she's being handed a priceless key item. I did it! I'm getting the hang of it! That's great! Glenn raises an eyebrow. Congratulations on your development. Now you can return to being a background character. I'm more suited to being one. Too bad, you're with me now. Now that we have our desserts, we should talk about the tournament. Without, like, breaking a fourth wall a little bit. Anyway. Yes, of course. She sounds a bit stiff, but she takes a seat across from me. Alright, double combat. From what I've read, and from uploaded previous tournament videos, it looks like each player sends out one dragon. If you look at the new menu here, that's where we'll battle, and that's the option to enable double combat when the tournament starts. Yeah, this is going to be brand new for the game. So there's probably some mechanics that are broken. At least in this, because it's new. I look at the faded tournament choice in the corner. That's pretty neat. How will it work when everyone is at different level? From what I've seen, it takes everyone's levels and averages them out. You'll temporarily set to that level, along with your dragons. However, it's recommended to start higher, since when dragons artificially level up, their RNG might work against them. Interesting. What dragon will you be using? I'll be using my starting dragon, Marisol. Ryan taps her phone and then turns the display over so I can read the data. Not very strong. No, not really, but I want to compete using her. Okay, let's work with this dragon. Alright, we'll work with her. I was hoping you'd say that. I know it meant a lot to you. I know it'd mean a lot to you if you compete in the tournament with your favorite dragons. It would. I think it'd make a great memory. She lifted her phone and smiled fondly. Thank you for considering my feelings. I know it's not winning like, but it's being true to yourself, and I respect that. Yeah, she's more interested in playing the game and having fun, not really winning the tournament. I get that. I clapped, causing her to look up from her phone. And that concludes our strategy meeting. I feel very confident about this. Those figurines will be good as ours. I pump a fist into the air to show my enthusiasm. Ryan simply nods, unsure of how to respond to my energy. I'll try my best at least. Hey, Ryan. Oh gosh, here comes the broom! Ryan squeezes her eyes shut as Glenn approaches our table waiting. After a moment, she hesitantly opens one. Instead of the broom, there's a piece of paper now at the table in front of her. What's this? It's a coupon for a free ice cream. For me? She eyes him uncertainly while Glenn rubs the back of his neck. It's to congratulate you on being able to talk to people normally. I realized I didn't make it very easy for you when you first tried to order here. More like you were being yourself. Then again, I'm not much of a people person in general, and I'm not about to change that. So there, a present. Wow, thank you. She holds a coupon against the overhanging light, as if to make sure it's genuine. You're so nice. Not really. Seeing you become more confident, I wanted to pretend to have some development too. You melted my icy heart, yada yada, enjoy your coupon. Can I use it now? What? No, use it when I'm not around. But I'd like to try the lavender rose ice cream. Shop's closed. But it's open until... He's grabbing his broom! Run! Okay, that was a little bit funny. We burst out laughing. Glenn practically threw us to the curb, but Ryan got a free coupon out of it, and we were finished anyway, so it all evens out. I should probably head home. Oh, let's exchange addresses so we can hang out later. If you don't mind. We text each other our addresses. It turns out Ryan doesn't live far away at all. Alright, let's win this tournament together. Yay! Yay. Like, Ryan reminds me so much of, like, my partner when we first started dating. She also gets hyperfixations a lot. And then they also, like, were, like, super shy at the beginning. And then they... Now I can't get them to shut up. I'm the same way, I guess. This is ridiculous. I continue walking until I halt in front of Ryan's house. I reread the last text message again. Ryan says she's not feeling well and can't see me. The whole week has been nothing but excuses and broken promises to hang out. And now she's claiming illness the day before the tournament. I text back, drumming my phone screen a little harder than usual. I know where you live. Why did I reveal my address to you? Stalker. Too bad. I'm outside your door right now. Your writing is terrible. Your mom is nice and let me in. Why? Coming up. If mom offers the candy bowl, I don't accept it. I bite into the gummy I had just popped into my mouth, tasting nothing but staleness. Too late. Oh, her room is really cute. Look at all the figurines. And dragons. She loves plushies. It's really cute. Like, she has more personality than Dolce does at this point. After knocking, I step into Ryan's room. I scan my surroundings, but I don't see her anywhere until my eyes rest on a quivering lump on the bed. There you are. Let's go outside and get some fresh air. Ryan shakes her head, exposing her face and causing her long hair to spill out of her blanket cocoon. Her eyes are red, like she's been crying. I can't go outside. I'm too gay. God, me too. No. You can't use your orientation as an excuse, or I'd never leave the house either. I approach the bed and sit on the edge, but neither of us speaks for some minutes. Finally, I sigh and gaze at the lump. Did I do something wrong? It feels like you're avoiding me. No, 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 it's not your fault. If anything, it's mine. She sniffs and pushes up her glasses. I'm sorry for avoiding you. I got scared. Scared of what? Of losing. Of disappointing you. When he asked me to team up for double combat, I was so happy. Really happy. It'd always been in my dream to have a friend who was into the same hobbies as me. But as the tournament drew near, when I saw how determined you were, I started to feel guilty, like I was dragging you down. I was worried that if we lost because of me, you'd get upset and then things would be awkward between us. I was excited at the start, but when we kept talking about strategies and planning and envisioning ourselves winning, the pressure got to me. I'm scared you'll hate me after the tournament. She sniffs, her lower lip quivering as she tries not to cry again. I lean in and pat what I assume is her leg under the blanket. I'm sorry that I made you feel this way. I had no idea. It's okay. I should have told you earlier, but I didn't want to seem like a wet blanket. I look at her bundled up and we both let out a weak chuckle. Is winning that important to you? It would be nice, but being with you is more important. I may get a little enthusiastic when it comes to tournaments and stuff, but I'm actually naturally just like that. I always look forward to my field hockey games, even if we lose most of the time. Oh, so you're just you're used to losing, huh? But I still have a lot of fun with my teammates, and I like being with you too. That's what's important to me. Me? I teamed up with you, not only for your Draco knowledge, but also so that we can experience something together. It'll be our first Draco tournament. How exciting is that? Whether we win or lose, I'm still happy because I'll be with you. I don't believe that. She picks the lid on her blanket, her eyes growing dull. Why not? Bryn or Honore would have been better choices. You'd be more likely to win if you picked either of them. True, but they're not Rayan. Rayan, who cares about dragons, knows the lore inside and out, and despite being shy, reaches out to help others. You're not competitive, and that's okay. I wouldn't trade my partner for the world. We're a team, strengths and weaknesses and all. Rayan remains silent, mulling over what I said. Finally, she opens her eyes, the corners glistening with tears. Really? You mean that? Of course. The blanket falls around Rayan, although she keeps it close to her torso. Thank you for your honesty. If you don't mind, is it okay if I hug you? She trembles, immediately regretting what sounds like an outrageous request from her. You don't have to. I mean, I haven't showered, and I probably smell, but I lean in and practically cling to Rayan, embracing her tightly. I pull her toward me and rock gently to side to side. Rayan doesn't respond at first, but then slowly wraps her arms around me, resting her hands on my back. I feel her fingers dig into my shirt as her face burrows into my shoulder. Her silky hair caresses my cheek, and I nuzzle my forehead against her head. You're so nice to hug. Think so? You also smell nice. It's a little overpowering, but nice. You're too honest sometimes. She pulls away, clasping her hands together as if in prayer. But that's what I like about you. I'll go shower now. I really need it. Not a bad idea. And when I'm done, we can prepare for the tournament. Make yourself at home. I flop onto the bed, lying on my back. Don't mind if I do. Just don't eat any more expired candy. I think of the hard gummy I swallowed, which still feels like a rock in my stomach. I won't. I'm gonna pause for a minute. I think we're getting pretty close to the end. So I don't want to like quit until then. Wow, 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 wow. I can't believe it. I'm competing in a real gaming tournament. There wasn't many choices in this game, was there? There was only like a few. Like, it's mostly just been text. I'm afraid that Life is Magic is going to be the same way. I have a third one, but it's kind of a mix of visual novel and like puzzle game. Alright, so actually it's pretty small, with a simple platform and sheet set in front of the fountain, with a giant projector hanging from a frame overhead. There's a table next to it full of laptops and packages where I assume the prizes are stored. There are tents lined up in neat rows, similar to a food market, but instead of the local produce, they're full of tables for players and spectators, along with some refreshments. Still, watching the event host running around in authentic Draco t-shirts, directing participants into lines, is so cool. I'm lucky enough that there's a tournament being held in our humble city after all. I eagerly turn to my partner. Rayan looks around nervously, keeping her arms close to her chest. Her voice is low, and I have to lean in to hear her. There's so many people here. Don't worry, everything should run nice and orderly, and I'll stay by your side the whole time. She gives a little nod, relieved. Thank you. Let's do our best together. She stammers, but I can sense the determination behind her voice. I grin wildly. Let's do our best. Participants for the double combat tournament this way, please. Confirm your team resignation here. Alright, we should do that. We line up. Thankfully the queue moves quick. Thankfully the queue moves quickly. Once we reach the table, we display our phones with our Draco profiles showing, along with our ID cards. The volunteer The volunteer nods and marks us as present, then hands us a pair of simple cards with the number 17 dotted on the label Double Combat Participants. All done! Your phone is your real ID, but this might come in handy. Rayan stares at the little card in her hand. Wow, this feels so official. Doesn't it? We turn to leave, but I hear the volunteer frantically call for me. I'm terribly sorry, I missed one field. What's your team name? I look for Rayan, but she's already left the line. Mind blank, I utter the first word that pops into my head. The volunteer pauses, then shrugs before typing it into a laptop. Okay, now you're all done. Thank you. I hastily rejoin Rayan. The plaza is crowded, but not chaotically so. We weave our way to the front, where the host is currently doing a last-minute check of the mic system. Yo, there they are. Bryn emerges from the crowd, waving. Still taking on double combat? Yeah, we're giving it our best shot. We're as ready as we'll ever be. That's great, have fun and stuff. That's what tournaments are all about. Miss Competitive over here is going to say that. She really doesn't think we'll get far. Bryn, where did you go? I said, there they are. So rude, ditching me. Honorine manages to make her way through the crowd, looking winded. Did you two arrive here together? No. We bumped into each other while looking for you two. Sure you did. Sure you did. Honorine straightens her dress and gives a little cough. In a way, I thought it'd be only courteous to wish you two the best of luck. So, break a leg. You can count on me. Thank you, and good luck at the singles tournament. You know it, right, Honoré? Something up? The registration is over there. Oh, I thought it would be better if I was just simply an observer this time. She lost her account. She lost her account. Wait, you're not participating? It'd be unfair if I crushed everyone in their first city tournament, that's all. The high-pitched sound of feedback screeches from the speakers, and we turn our attention to the front. Rayan and I weave a little closer to listen in, separating from the others. Trainers, welcome to the first local Dragon Connection tournament. The crowd roars. As soon as everyone is quiet, the host goes over the rules and instructions. When the announcement is over, another host jumps onto the platform, and a giant double-sided bracket appears on the projected screen behind him. All in all, there are 24 teams participating in the doubles tournament. That means we'd have to win 4 times. 4 battles? That is, if we don't lose. Let's try to win at least our first one. Oh, of course. I want to win at least once. It'd be a shame to be eliminated right at the start. I want to know what it's like to be on a winning team. The announcer lists numbers and team names, directing them to different tables. I eagerly await for our number to be called. Number 17, Team Dorokone. I hear a few snickers. I feel like we forgot to do something. Yeah, we didn't discuss our team name, and that was the one I came up with. I see. Maybe next time please talk to me before picking ours? If you insist. I pick good names. The two of us head to our designated table and wait for our opposing team. On the table there are emergency battery packs and cables for the more forgetful trainers, or those with poor battery life. We sit and listen to the instructions. Once everyone is present and ready, we'll begin. Ryan's legs are balancing as she tries to remain calm, her phone shaking in her hand. She takes a few deep breaths. I lean in, placing a hand on her knee. She looks at me in surprise. We'll do fine. I'm worried. What if my fingers shake so much that I hit the wrong attack, or worse, send out the wrong dragon? Then we'll improvise. No one will know, and I'll play it off like it was a brilliant strategy. Partners cover for each other. Besides, we're here to have fun. If we lose, that's okay. I promise I won't be upset or blame you. We're a team. Now let's pump ourselves up. I slap my cheeks, letting the sting invigorate me and still my resolve. Rayan stares in awe. Does that actually work? It does. Try it. Her hands hover by her cheeks timidly. After a moment, she gives them a tiny pat. I shake my head in disapproval and reach over. I place my hand over hers and apply pressure until her cheeks are smushed together. Is it working? Feeling pumped? I just feel silly. Her mouth is already scrunched into a pout, but somehow she pouts more and I burst out laughing. Our antics are interrupted by Valentine, who gently reminds us to get our phones ready. I hastily let go, both of us blushing in embarrassment. The opposing team approaches and joins us at the table. Once we're settled, the volunteer guides us through the custom menu options for the tournament. It's similar to challenging a territory, but with twice the dragons and an extra swipe to alternate between targets. We get to try a few mock battles with dummy dragons first, to get used to the additional features. Once the tutorial is over, the volunteer asks us to select double combat mode and wait for the announcement. Is everyone ready? Start. And the tournament officially begins. We put up a good fight, but by the second round, we're clearly disadvantaged. Rain gets a bit emotional, watch her dragon's HP dwindle down, but she keeps fighting on frantically. When her dragon is defeated, she sighs and pats her phone. It's okay, Marisol, you tried your best. I'm determined to push through, but my dragon is overpowered by my opposing duo. The team cheers as the "you lose" checks appears on my screen over a faded background. We congratulate the victors. Rain compliments their dragons and even launches into a little spiel before the volunteer gently reminds us that the next round needs to start. Despite the loss, Rayan seems relieved that it's over, and we join the spectators. I realize it's best to give her some space for now, and we silently watch the battles. It's not until the final round that she finally speaks up. I'm sorry, Dolce. 4? Losing. I totally dragged you down, didn't I? It's okay. We did pretty good for our first tournament together, huh? She perks up, surprised by my positivity. Think so? We may not have won, but we got to the second round, and it was pretty fun. Rayan scans the crowd before looking at the trainers battling before us. It was, wasn't it? Nerves aside, it was fun competing in the game we love with fellow fans. Plus, I think we had a good teamwork going. I hope we could do something like this again if you're still interested. She closes her eyes, mulling over the suggestion, before reaching a conclusion. I just realized Honore wasn't a choice. And I thought maybe it was because we talked to Bryn and befriended her. When we had the option to say, when we got the options, we picked the Bryn option. But Honore's not going to participate in any of the tournaments, right? Is that what I'm getting at? Maybe? I don't know. Yes, I'd like to do this again. Great, although I'm not sure you're ready for something like that. Like what? I point to the stage. The host is excitedly announcing the double combat winner, and the crowd bursts into cheers and applause. The team hoists their trophy up and waves to the crowd as harsh camera flashes burst over the stage. Ray impels. Oh yeah, I'm not ready for the spotlight yet. Maybe in the future. I hold her hand to reassure her. And I'll be with you every step of the way. Promise. Rayan looks at our shared grip and blushes. As a friend or the other one? Oh, so this is where ends, huh? Rival? No. Arch enemy? No, like, girlfriend. Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to suggest something so far-fetched. I mean, it's okay if you're not interested in me in that way. No, I'd love to be your girlfriend. If you don't mind. Both of us blush and Ryan falls silent. I feel like I'm not surprised by this, but this does feel... I feel like this is the only character that I didn't feel good in. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'd have to read the other ones. Like, Ryan and Dolce seemed like the only ones that this would... I don't know. Like, I feel like Bryn wouldn't even care about romance. And Honore, maybe? But I feel like Honore would be less about the tournament and more just, like, overcoming their own personal issues. After a moment, I feel a timid squeeze. Thank you? Is there something we should do next, like a hug, or maybe something like this? I lean in, making sure she can see my slow movements. Gingerly, I place a soft kiss on her forehead. I back away to gauge her reaction. Her glasses have slid down her nose. She hastily pushes them up again. We should listen to the announcer. She meekly points up to the stage. At first, I worry I might have frightened her, but upon closer inspection, she's smiling. I knew there was going to be romance in this game, but I knew it was also short. I was kind of expecting romance to be a bigger part of it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm kind of like, oh, it was really right at the end, huh? Like it was really just stapled on at the very end. But I don't know. It's okay. I'm not saying the story isn't bad. It does feel like a little... At parts, it does feel like it's a little bit, like, sped up too fast. It's not horrible, though. It's not a horrible story. It just does feel like certain parts are a little too fast. And then other parts, it's just like, well, I was kind of expecting this to be a romance story with, like, more romance. It's fine. It's fine. She meekly points to the stage. At first, I was worried that I frightened her, but upon closer inspection, she's smiling. Everything new takes some getting used to, so I'm happy to give her all the time she needs. We turn toward the stage and focus on the speech. I lean in beside her, and she grips my hand tighter. And that's how my sweet summer adventure came to an end. Okay, so it was like an hour and a half. Lost the tournament. Ray and romance. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off because I do have another one. I do have another one up. I think it's cute. It's cute. It is an hour and a half. They said, I read online and I was doing research. They said it was like 2.5 hours long. If I wasn't reading it out loud, I probably could have done like the other two storylines in this time. I'm not going to do that. Instead, I am going to do the next one, and depending on how long it is, we might do a third one.